Welcome to part 23 of FIFA 17 The Journey.
With an ammonite fossil. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
praise the helix.
So, who are the Swans up against next? Manchester City!
Yay.
Manchester City, managed by Pep Guardiola.
Who?
He's a very famous...
No, can you repeat the name, please?
Pep Guardiola.
Oh, okay.
Basically, Pep Guardiola had a lot of success at Barcelona, and a bit less so at Bayern Munich, but it was still alright. However, in his first Manchester City, he didn't win any trophies.
Mm-hmm.
Also, tons of dogs as image portraits.
So, on we go to Swansea's conquest of England. Wait, that sounds
unlikely.
Swansea's conquest of England from Wales.
Let me guess, England loses on penalty kicks again.
You know, I've always been, that's interesting. Would you call Swansea the champions of England if they aren't even in England?
Why not? I mean, if they... I mean, well, basically, if they come to England and if they win, yes, they're the champions of England. It's like if you came to Italy and participated in the Gladiator Olympics, then you'd be the champion of Italy if you win.
Joda, I don't know how to say, but we kind of don't have that thing anymore.
Yeah, I know.
How about the champions of England?
It's a bit of a shame. It will add some spice to the actual sport competition.
Yeah.
Champions of England and Wales, then they can claim they're champions of two countries.
4-3-3.
So what setting did you put these guys on?
What do you think?
No, really, it's hard to tell. Sometimes you do normal, sometimes you do piss easy.
Actually, because they've got to come inside, support the centre forward, and they've also got to funnel back when they haven't got the ball. So, an onus.
Wow, your team is full of trouble.
I can't think of a good pun for Swansea and short, so...
This is Swansea
This one doesn't have a long neck.
The kind of players that we expect, the kind of expect from the individuals.
Siri, you live there. Have you got any good puns?
Can at first glance look cautious, but it just depends on the attitude of the players out there. They've got a foothold in this game.
But you live there. How could you not have any puns?
Well, maybe, yeah, maybe she just maybe doesn't. Okay. Also, I love how cutscene wise for the intro these like some big thing.
Format, of course, it's a big thing.
No, but compared to the previous matches, this one has plenty more cutscenes.
Well, to be fair, I am skipping. It's like these in all the games. I just skip them to get on with the match.
Well, it will. Hard to top the commentary as well, Martin. On that day.
Right. Wow, amazing. I didn't score with my first shot.
Incredible. Also,
Come on,
was that,
throw the ball already.
Why was that player harassing the goalkeeper? Come on.
Well...
So, are you playing only as Hunter in this match?
Yeah.
Okay.
Thought I'd give myself a little bit of a challenge.
Sure.
Since I have to rely on the AI not being doofuses.
Well, again, Dwibs, it depends on what you set him to.
And here we go.
And so is his style of play. Kane
oh, at least there's a new victory anyway. And it just clipped in the middle of the guy.
Oh my.
The goalkeeper left helpless. Well, he's
yeah, he never changed.
He's like, I left Bayern Munich for this. We're like, not even 5 minutes in, and we go down to a side from the Principality.
And that has opened the scoring. 1-0 here.
Okay. Also Nike.
Ding.
And Nissan.
Ding. Well, Nissan's in this game too.
Yeah, that's what they said before. It's like being in Quantum Break all over again.
Well, hey, at least this game isn't.
Coming forward with some danger.
It's not. Well, adding, I forgot, Pedro, in any Inazuma 11 is there like someone who's using time powers?
Yes.
There you go. Then you get your
combination. Worried about the rain only in that it's impairing a bit our visibility of the
it's raining at the moment, which does impact the match. It makes the ground more slippery.
Yeah, I saw that line that the ball leaves. That's an indicator.
Makes it more slippery. I mean, if it were, I mean, it's a good job this pitch was under sole heating, because the problem with rain on football pitches is that if there's too much of it, it causes the ground to get so muddy that the ball can like barely move at all. That's why most games in like the lower leagues in this kind of were abandoned.
Yeah, yeah. Don't usually the vast majority of football/soccer field use like synthetic grass in order to avoid this thing?
Yep.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, that's honestly, I see that as a good thing, Dwibs. I mean,
I agree.
Oh yeah, funny enough, I didn't know this till recently, but apparently now Tottenham Hotspur are have left White Hart left.
Turnover of possession.
oh, the humanity.
They what they're doing is they're moving to Wembley next season to play their home games, and then afterwards they're going to the White Hart Lane ground, but it's going to be an entirely different ground. It's bigger and.
Come on, Hunter, come on. And here we go again. So you're doing more assists than actually scoring on your own in this match.
I'm making a good contribution.
Sure.
Trying to think of some football questions to ask you guys.
Well, after 23 parts at Dwibs, we kind of have run out.
Yeah, don't worry. We've got 10 parts left. I'll think of some more.
The provider for the goal scorer.
Yeah. Oh, I've got one.
Maybe you should make a list of one.
Because he was
okay, I'll ask Joe first.
Here is a point. Make them off screen and just take them with you.
That's all right. I can just easily look up stuff online easily. All right, Joba.
Yes.
Sure.
What year was the Major League Soccer founded?
Passed their way up into a good position here.
19.
Lost the concentration, lost the ball as well.
Hold on, he has to read it clearly.
Try and get it back.
True.
A real chance here.
Go on, Dwibs.
19, yes.
You said you had to read it clearly.
Yeah,
I've got the answer, but you just need the second half to.
Out of here, Joe.
1916.
1993.
Wait, did you say 1916 or 60?
Anyway, 1993. Two days before I was born, actually. On December 17th.
And I'm older than it and you.
Actually, I have a question for you, but I'm not sure if you can actually, if you know it already, because it involves one of the team of my country, but it's known internationally. So, which year? I forgot if you asked me, so forgive me if it is. In which year was AC Milan founded?
1905.
Nope, it's 1899.
I'm not that far off.
Very ancient.
Anyway, that gives me a chance to ask you one, Tio.
Good.
True or false?
Try and get the ball back now.
Okay.
The title-winning manager this season just gone, 2016-17, is Italian.
False.
True.
And that goalkeeper could just saunter
True.
out.
Antonio Conte is Italian.
Oh, Conte. Okay.
Around the
Didn't know that, honestly.
add-on. This is what we're going to get for added
All right,
time.
Pedro.
Now it's with Hunter on the attack here. Here's a chance.
Oh, penalty.
Can you believe it?
Let's see how the penalty goes first.
It's like legend. Let me see. Yellow.
To go for the ball?
Well, it is a foul, Martin. He didn't really seem to get
Martini.
his balance right there before making the challenge.
What is up
Oh,
with
it's
his
just a
face?
penalty. Okay. And such tension. Yay!
Oh look, a penalty kick on
England.
England.
Moved.
I guess the keeper just got fed up.
Well,
He's like, whatever, fuck this shit. Look at that.
Wow.
Who scored the most goals ever for Portugal's national team?
I think Ronaldo recently hit that, didn't he?
Yeah, Cristiano Ronaldo with 71 goals.
He used to be Eusebio, but sadly now that dipshit now holds it.
You really hate him.
Well, hopefully another dipshit will come along.
I don't like. No, I don't. I'm not particularly fond of him. No.
All right, I'll just get one for Shiori. Since I get to
So the first time is over, and you're once again destroying the competition.
What can I say?
And then the coach is gonna be all like, "Oh, by the way, Alex, you suck today."
Yeah.
Oh, I got one.
The
Shiwa.
second half's going to be like the first. One-sided.
When was the last time?
Alex
What year was the last time Wales were in the World Cup?
Looking good, this move.
I'll give you a hint. It was sometime during.
And he's got the ball away from him with the tackle.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah.
Two, and
They're not
Well,
in the
we're
World Cup
shit.
these days.
Well, we're
Wow.
shit. So,
past his
What
man
happened?
1958.
Yes.
Oh, hey.
Yay!
Just hang on a second.
there. Goalkeeper
Pulled that out of my
has to
ass.
go and get the ball for the goal kick.
Coming off the pitch.
Okay, moving on.
Harry Kane. Coming onto the
Clichy.
pitch. Number 9, Lamonte.
Lamonte.
A terrible place to give the
Yes.
ball away. Crosses in.
And no,
They've got to keep the crosses coming in. I'm sure in the end we'll deliver something, but it didn't this time.
I guess.
Yaya Toure.
Better luck next time.
Swansea City. A
Also,
change coming
why
up.
were all of Italian players in
Trying to find a way
Manchester?
through here, probing away.
Because
It was nicely worked until that point when it broke down. And now they've got to try and regain possession.
All right.
Well, we could get some news on the injury. I think Jeff Shreves is on the case.
Also,
He
who's
landed
the guy?
really heavily on his shoulder then. You can
Clichy.
see the discomfort he's in, but he's a tough guy. I think he'll carry on.
And Jeff showing he's right amongst it and knows what's going on down there. So we'll restart with a throw.
Ah,
Jesus.
All right.
Just a change now,
All right, I'm back.
bringing on a new player.
you
Please,
haven't
please
missed that
mute
much.
yourselves
Well,
so we don't have to have our ears ripped when
Jefferson
you're putting on your
Montero.
headphones.
Jova.
No, you.
It's a promising
Nova
attack,
only
this,
does
with
that when
Hunter
he
on the
arrives.
ball.
anyway, there was a substitution,
Got his
Dwibs.
shot off now.
Oh, and
And
another
he's in
goal.
for the goal. He's kept his shot
You know,
down.
guys, I
And
would
he's got a goal
suggest
to
we
show
do
for it.
I would suggest we do a drinking game every time I score a goal, but
They are playing well.
I don't see the point
Their
considering.
superiority increased
yeah, that
really
would
with this
probably
goal.
Well, you
probably
can
kill
only
me.
It should be a
All
drinking
goals
game
are
every
on
time
their
the
way, the way they
opposition
play.
scores a goal.
Another angle on it here.
Yeah, that'd be something. No, not just
Turning out to be a
so rare.
comfortable game.
We should
It's
drink the whole
4-0.
bottle.
Number 12,
Jesus.
Nathan Dyer.
We'll say this apparently. All right.
Nathan Dyer. Well, this is a real shock. You can see it in
I
the faces
guess.
of the players,
Yeah.
and you can hear it in the lack of noise, if you like, from the supporters.
Well, those fans can't even be bothered to give their players any stick at the moment. They're just
Any stick?
stunned into silence.
Yeah, that's one thing I like. You know, the thing about well, you can. One thing I like about the commentary in the FIFA games is that they do their best to have a line on most, not all situations, but most situations. Like they just said there, the one where the home team are getting so heavily beaten that they say that their fans just give up all hope and go home.
Well, Dwibs, remember, they have to entertain also for the audience, so of course they have to improvise sometimes and get the best of the situations.
Also, it can be painful watching people lose.
He is
Well,
high
yeah,
and mighty.
I know the
He
feeling.
was literally head and shoulders above everybody else. there.
Speaking of the Premier League, have you seen? So now we know all the teams that are going to be in next season's one.
Okay.
The 3 new teams replacing Hull, Sunderland, and
Coming down now towards the last
the other
15
lot.
minutes.
Okay.
Here the challenge is a good one. Hunter.
Whatever. Okay. 3 new teams are
Could be dangerous.
Newcastle
And the tackler
United,
has been very successful there. He's got
Brighton,
possession.
Brighton Hove Albion, and
Manchester City
Huddersfield Town.
substitute is ready.
Huh.
Great goalkeeping.
Yeah, that's regarded as the biggest shock of the whole season because Huddersfield, the town, as well as the football club, aren't exactly the biggest. In fact, for the past few seasons, they've been flirting with relegation, but their new manager helped to galvanise the team, and now they're in the top flight.
It's in from
Another
Tabano.
substitution.
They cope with
So
it
they're
well
still a
defensively.
Yorkshire side in the league, just not Hull City.
Alright, it's almost over. You clearly destroy these poor guys.
We need these poor guys. These are supposed to be. This is supposed to be one of the best teams in the Premier League.
Oh, apparently not in this continuity.
And yet a team from a city that's more famous for its wet weather than its football are walking all over them.
That's gone out for a throw-in.
Well, don't we all love a story of an underdog?
Well, yeah. Just as long as the team you support isn't on the receiving end.
Of course, it's always subjective.
Well, it's true. I mean, it's one thing being a neutral watching it, but it's another thing being on the side that got beaten by the underdogs. It's such an embarrassing feeling, and I know that we've lost to sides like Barnsley in the FA Cup.
Comprehensive, that's the only
And here we go.
And despite all our top talent, we couldn't get to a League Cup semi-final one time where we
That's called an off day. It's just the worst time to have an off day.
Yeah, especially when it's against sides like Barnsley or Swansea.
Oh, very good. Mr. Kane is getting the balloon.
The balloon. Have I told you guys?
Actually, surprisingly, in my country, balloon is actually synonymous for the.
I think I've already told you guys about that balloon incident in a game a few years ago between Sunderland and Liverpool.
Yeah.
But
all right.
Long story short, how the hell did the referee not see that? Oh yeah, Middlesbrough. They're the other side that went down. Not a good season.
The guy is getting an interview.
Eh? What the?
Yeah,
A new interviewee? What?
He's got a lot of potential. He's got a lot of talent. He actually reminds.
Why the sudden change of pace, Dwibs?
No, he's been
Do
doing
they all
quite a lot.
talk like that?
Well, you remember each player is mocapped to a T, so they also have their voices.
Well, I get that, but I mean, I go, why all of a sudden are we interviewing a different guy? Like, when every other time
Because
it's been
he's
Alex.
the one I think that scored the most.
Yeah, he scored a hat trick, Jova.
Oh.
So what's next?
Well, it's not a long
Cutscene?
part, so maybe one more match. Oh yeah, there's a cutscene coming up.
Let me guess. So the referee. No, sorry.
There's no more matches in this part.
The guy calls Hunter and says, "You're fired again. Fuck you."
Oh, we get our first sponsorship deal because you reached 200,000 followers.
Sponsorship deal? What?
Basically, if you reach a certain number of followers, you get sponsorship deals.
Meaning.
How does that work?
What's up, Michael? Super Alex Hunter and the legends.
I think I already saw that guy somewhere before this game.
Can they come up with a more clever nickname? Super Alex Hunter. That's like they take the Capcom approach.
These are sick. Which one's your favourite?
Adidas.
Oh yeah, you can choose which shoe you want.
And basically.
Do they give you a stat difference?
No.
Oh. So what are you choosing? White or black?
Control or chaos? You decide.
So
chaos,
what exactly?
What about chaos control?
Nice one.
So what exactly?
Have one colour for the left foot and one for the right foot.
You ever wear these
boots before? It's not allowed, I'm afraid, Shiri.
All
the lads are wearing them.
Hey, what were you saying, Joe?
So, do these change anything story-wise? Like, okay, he's sponsored by them, so...
Adidas, yeah.
Your shoes are different colour.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I bet me take
This changes everything.
One will get you the bad ending.
Happy stuff, yeah. You pick the black shoe.
You get the evil ending.
Yeah.
You know that would. Could you imagine though if the game, even if you win the title, the bad ending could be the team all of a sudden turns on you and throws you out of the club.
Jesus.
Mint condition.
Well, again, that's what I do.
Or they ship you off to America to play soccer.
Hoping you'd sign it for me, but.
Well, hey, we actually play fair there.
Do you?
Oh.
Yes, for one thing, we actually use camera technology regularly.
Well, we're starting to become.
Also, was that?
And how long did it take for you guys to use goal line technology in the higher leagues?
Got there eventually.
All right,
Yeah, we're just a bit slow.
Very good, Europe. Now stop making soccer a business and we can talk.
Stop making
Soccer's always been a business.
Not in America.
No, that's the thing, Jova. That's because America cares more about basketball and baseball.
Excuse me, I'm sorry. Who was the one who asked? Which country won the last Women's World Cup without becoming a business?
Well, which country won the latest Euro?
We're not involved in the Euros, so
Yeah, that's a bit of an unfair one.
Okay, fine. Let me question. When was the last time you guys won the World Cup?
2014.
The men's.
Well, who says the World Cups aren't equal?
That's a straw man.
Exactly.
Jova the straw man.
Anyway,
training.
Anyway.
Also, can you answer me this, Dwibs? That guy from before, the sponsoring guy that looked like a car salesman, he looked like he was like a fanboy of the grandpa.
Yeah, that's a little subplot. The agent has a bit of a hard time convincing Alex's granddad that he's legitimately doing this whole. He's legitimately his agent for reasons of he really wants to do it. The granddad's just always a bit. He's a bit refused to say, oh, he just want the money.
Okay.
Well, I guess in
and
this
he really wants
universe.
his autograph.
I wonder what the payoff of that will be.
Probably nothing, or more secret.
Well, there is a bit of payoff actually.
We didn't do that much.
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing.
Anyway, use your skill to score as many scenarios as you can. You're in a bunch of different scenarios, and you have to score from those scenarios.
Okay.
BRB.
Basically improvise.
Yeah. But your teammates are magnets in this. No, actually no, they're freaking magnets. They're pitch perfect no matter what you do unless you're really good. In fact, I think I have a harder time against these than the opponents.
Okay.
Yeah. No. Why did I do that? I thought he was my teammate.
What the fuck would you do that?
He was wearing yellow. Oh god. This is why goalkeepers wear different coloured shirts. So,
Right.
Jova.
He's BRB, I think.
Oh no, well, Sheary's bird as well.
Oh well, I guess it's just the three of us.
Well, the season's over.
So, anyone know any good jokes?
Arsenal.
Aside from that, we've done that joke.
Actually, no, they've won the FA Cup, so can't use that.
Not only that, but we've already technically used that in the previous part, so...
So, well, without spoiling us how this thing ends, what are your hopes for Season 2?
Well, the story's better.
Well, obviously, I guess.
And the choices do impact a bit. I just wish they impact more in the next one.
Like, whatever little impact they have is so minimal, it's completely inconsequential in the grand scheme of things.
Say if you say the wrong one, you get dropped from the team for that game, or
maybe with the fact that you don't get fired out of nowhere, even though you did so well.
This is exactly my main problem with Heavy Rain. I mean, it's kind of hard for me to, there's no impact to the choices if they don't have a lasting impact. Like, for example, saving that store owner, Heavy Rain. Either leaving him dead or alive, it doesn't make any real difference to the overall plot. So
you're not gonna like Mass Effect 3's ending, believe me.
Well, I've heard about that problem. I've heard it.
Like, say in the next game, if you back chat your manager if he's criticizing you, then you're dropped.
Well, obviously.
Not sacked, just dropped from the team, because there is a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Or say, say you perform really well in training, even though you're not first team material yet, according to the game, but yet your good performance in training helps elevate you to at least the subs bench, if not the main first team, if not the starting 11. You have to perform really well on the training to get on the starting 11.
In the meantime, I've gotten around to start rendering our Light Crusader commentary.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. We're almost done. I kind of wish
you're still not doing that well, Dwibs.
I'm doing better.
Beat them, Dwibs.
Beat them.
Yes, beat them. You know, Light Crusader.
Yeah. I've done it again.
I would say answer the riddle, but unfortunately, there's no context in this game that fits that.
Yeah. Unless you just you do like Layton and see everything as a puzzle, including scoring a goal.
Well,
Yeah,
technically, wouldn't it be more like in Inazuma 11, where it becomes a tactical RPG rather than a sports game?
Well, it'd be like that joke puzzle I showed Pedro recently.
Yeah.
The one where Leighton accidentally ran over and killed Emmy, and he has to hide the body.
The player has to score in the most efficient way possible. Find a way.
Kick the ball with your right foot and do the roly-poly.
Sorry, Dwibs, this is no Pandora's box where there's that smell puzzle.
Summon the Spectre.
Sorry, Dwibs.
Just pull the crossover and burn everyone else.
Jesus, Dwibs.
Burn everybody else. Dwibs 2017.
Yeah.
Alright, so what we're gonna do next part, Dwibs?
And the next part, we're facing against Leicester City, the then Premier League champions. So see you then.
Alright, see you.